galaxy filled with shining planets and endless darkness, the alien council gathered in their massive crystal chamber. Tall figures with sharp eyes and cold smiles watched as Earth's prototype arrived. The humans had traveled far, small and fragile compared to the towering aliens, but their presence alone made the room tense. The council laughed as the humans stepped forward. "Look at this," one predator sneered, a tiny creature from a weak planet, sent to face the ultimate test. Other predators joined in, their voices echoing through the chamber, mocking Earth and its people. They had seen countless life forms before, all falling easily under their challenges. But somehow, the humans stood quietly, calm and focused, ignoring their laughter. The arena was prepared, glowing with strange lights and filled with traps the human could not yet understand. Predators whispered to each other, confident that no human could survive even the first challenge. They had created tests designed to crush strength, speed, and mind. "Alive or in pieces," one predator said, his voice low and dangerous. The words sent a chill through the room, and even the human's allies felt fear. But the human did not flinch. Instead, a quiet determination burned in their eyes. A loud gong echoed, signaling the beginning of the challenge. The human moved forward, small steps at first, observing every trap, every shadow, every device the predators had set. The predators watched, expecting panic, expecting failure. But all they saw was focus, calm, and a strange confidence that unsettled them. The arena itself seemed alive, walls shifting, platforms appearing and disappearing. Energy beams shot across paths, deadly creatures crawled in the shadows. Predators whispered among themselves, impressed by the human's steady pace. "You underestimate them," one said quietly. "They are not like the others." But another laughed. "They are still weak. They will fall." Suddenly, a trap activated, sending a net swinging toward the human. With lightning-fast reflexes, the human ducked and rolled, the net missing by inches. The predators blinked, surprised. The human smiled faintly, as if they knew the trap before it even moved. This small act, simple but clever, caused the first doubt among the alien council. The human continued, moving through the arena with careful steps, observing every detail, thinking several moves ahead. Predators tried to anticipate, trying to control the outcome. But the human's mind worked differently, creative, daring, and fearless. Every movement challenged their expectations, every step shocked their calculations. The laughter from earlier was gone, replaced by a tense silence. One predator leaned forward, curiosity and fear mixing in his sharp eyes. "Perhaps we judged them too quickly," he whispered. The human paused, glancing at the council, and spoke softly, "I am ready." The words were small, but the confidence behind them echoed through the chamber. Predators exchanged glances, realizing this challenge might not end as they expected. As the arena continued to shift and change, the human moved with purpose, navigating obstacles that had broken many before. The council watched in disbelief. The tiny being from Earth was not just surviving, they were thinking, learning, and adapting. And in that moment, the predators understood that this test would not be easy. A single human from a small planet had captured their attention. And something inside them whispered fear. The first part of the challenge was only beginning, but already Earth's prototype had made its mark. The predators had laughed, but now they were silent. And the human kept moving forward, calm, clever, and unstoppable. The arena shifted again, walls moving like living creatures, paths forming and vanishing before the human could step. Predators watched closely, expecting fear, expecting mistakes. But the human remained calm, eyes sharp, mind sharper. Every trap the predators had designed was met with careful steps, quick thinking, and clever moves. A pit opened suddenly in front of the human, filled with glowing spikes. Predators leaned forward, certain it would end the challenge. But the human paused, noticed a shadow falling in a strange pattern, and with a single jump, crossed the pit safely. The audience of aliens gasped. This was no ordinary being, they realized, this was something entirely different. The predators raised the difficulty, summoning robotic creatures with sharp claws and glowing eyes. They attacked in perfect synchronization, designed to overwhelm any life form. But the human dodged, ducked, and spun with agility the predators had not calculated. Every attack was countered, not with brute force, but with clever timing and observation. The creatures fell into traps they had created themselves, and the predators frowned. Their eyes, once filled with laughter, now held concern. In one corner of the arena, a puzzle appeared, glowing symbols floating in the air. Predators whispered, "No one can solve this under pressure." The human approached it slowly, studying every symbol, noticing patterns invisible to alien minds. With a few careful moves, the puzzle unlocked, revealing a safe path forward. The predators blinked in disbelief. No one had expected a human to think like this, to see what they could not. The arena kept changing, introducing fire, water, and shifting platforms. Predators tried to distract the human with illusions and loud sounds. But the human focused, moving with calm determination. Even when a wave of energy shot toward them, the human used it to their advantage, sliding along a platform and avoiding danger. Each success made the predators more uneasy. They began to question their own expectations, wondering if they had underestimated Earth completely. A predator finally spoke aloud. "This is not ordinary," he said. "They are learning faster than any creature we have tested." Another shook his head, hiding fear behind a mask of arrogance. The human paused at the center of the arena, looking at the council. "Is this your ultimate test?" the human asked quietly. The words were simple, but they carried power, and for a moment, the arena fell silent. Even the mechanical creatures froze, as if waiting for the next move. The predators tried to recover, summoning traps that combined fire and energy beams. The human observed, analyzed, and moved with a plan in mind. Every obstacle turned into an opportunity, every challenge a way to outsmart the predators. By the time the first hour had passed, the council was whispering. "We may have misjudged them," one said, voice tight with tension. The human continued without hesitation, moving forward with courage and intelligence. No fear, no doubt, only focus and determination. The arena seemed to respect the human in a strange way. Paths shifted to reveal clever shortcuts, energy beams aligned in unexpected ways. Predators felt something they had never felt before: uncertainty, curiosity, and even awe. The challenge was far from over, but Earth's prototype had already changed the rules. No longer just a test of strength, but a battle of mind, wit, and will. And so, the human moved forward, step by step, ready for whatever the predators would throw next. The challenge had begun, but already, the human was no ordinary competitor. They were a force the galaxy had never seen before. And the predators knew it, though they did not yet admit it. The arena trembled as new challenges appeared, walls folding in impossible angles, and glowing machines crawling across the floor. Predators leaned forward, eager to see their plan crush the human. But the human moved with calm precision, eyes scanning every detail, every shadow, every device. It was no longer just a test of survival. It was a battle of wits, and the human was ready. A mechanical predator lunged, claws sharp and deadly. The human sidestepped and twisted, using the creature's own momentum to send it crashing into a trap. Predators blinked, surprised. No one had ever turned their machines against them so easily. The human's small size and quick thinking became an advantage, not a weakness. Next came a series of energy beams, crisscrossing the arena like a web. Predators expected panic, but the human paused, calculated, and leaped gracefully. Every movement precise, landing exactly where it needed to be. It was as if the human could predict the future. One predator whispered, "Impossible, they see everything." Another clenched his claw, hiding frustration. Then a puzzle appeared, far more complex than the last, floating symbols spinning in the air. Predators murmured, "This will stop them for sure." But the human studied it calmly, recognizing patterns hidden in plain sight. With clever hands and sharp eyes, the puzzle unlocked, opening a hidden passage. The predators gasped in disbelief. No one had ever solved their ultimate puzzles. And yet, the human moved forward, stronger in mind and will than ever before. Suddenly, the arena shook violently, walls closing in, energy waves firing from all directions. Predators thought this would be the human's end. But the human smiled faintly, using a moving platform as a shield, sliding under beams and dodging falling debris. Each trap became an opportunity. each danger a way to prove intelligence over brute strength. The council could not hide their growing fear. Their whispers turned to urgent questions. How is this possible? Then came the moment that shocked everyone. A trap designed to tear the human apart, energy blades spinning in perfect synchronization. Predators leaned forward, jaws open, sure this would finally stop Earth's prototype. The human paused, looked at the blades, and whispered calmly, alive or in pieces. The words echoed through the arena, sharp and fearless. For a moment, the council fell completely silent. No one spoke, no one moved. Even the mechanical creatures froze, as if confused by the audacity of this small being. The human did not wait for fear or hesitation. With careful timing and clever movement, they slipped through the trap, blades missing by inches. Predator's eyes widened, realization dawning. This was no ordinary life form, no simple competitor. This was something entirely unexpected, something beyond their experience. The human moved steadily, solving every challenge, avoiding every attack. With each step, they outsmarted the predators, turning their strength into weakness. The alien council whispered urgently among themselves, fear and respect mixing in their voices. This is beyond any test we have designed, one said. The human paused for a moment, taking in the arena. Every challenge faced, every obstacle overcome, and yet, the ultimate trial still awaited. The predators realized something frightening. Humans were not just surviving, they were thinking, learning, and adapting faster than anything they had ever seen. Earth's prototype had become the unpredictable force. A mind no machine or predator could fully anticipate. And in that moment, the balance of power began to shift. The human's intelligence and courage had turned the test upside down. And the predators, who once laughed at Earth, now watched with quiet awe. The arena had grown more dangerous with every passing moment, walls closing, energy beams cutting paths, and mechanical predators moving like deadly shadows. The human paused at the center, breathing steadily, eyes sharp, mind sharper. Predators leaned forward, their earlier confidence replaced by unease. They had tested countless species before, but none had ever faced their challenges with such calm and cleverness. A group of predator machines lunged from all sides, claws spinning, jaws snapping. The human moved quickly, not just dodging, but using the traps to defeat them. One machine fell into a pit it had created, another tangled in its own spinning blades. Predators whispered urgently, how can one human be this clever? The arena seemed alive, as if it recognized the human's intelligence, paths shifting to give advantage, but still challenging every step. Then the council sent their elite predator warriors, tall, strong, and armed with advanced weapons. They attacked in unison, hoping to overwhelm Earth's prototype. But the human strategy was flawless, using speed, wit, and clever thinking. Every attack was countered not with strength alone, but with a mind that anticipated every move. The predators began to sweat under their own confidence. For the first time, they realized that intelligence and courage could surpass raw power. In the chaos, one elite predator lunged at the human with a massive blade. The human sidestepped, grabbed the predator's weapon, and used it to block another attack. With a quick twist, the predator stumbled into a trap. The council gasped, whispers rising into murmurs. Their elite warrior had been defeated by the very being they came to mock. The arena shifted again, this time revealing a vast pit of glowing energy. Predators expected the human to hesitate, to fail. But instead, the human jumped, calculating the exact trajectory, landing safely on the other side. It was a simple action, yet one that showed courage, skill, and precision beyond any expectation. The predators stared, their laughter long gone, replaced by tension and awe. Suddenly, a trap activated, launching a series of high-speed energy spikes. Most life forms would panic, but the human paused, observing the pattern, predicting the sequence. With careful timing, they rolled, slid, and jumped, turning the dangerous trap into an advantage. A small platform moved under their feet, carrying them past the hazard. Predators whispered, impossible, they are not just clever, they are unstoppable. In that moment, the human saved a predator accidentally caught in one of the traps. The council watched in surprise. They had never seen humans act with courage and honor in the middle of a deadly challenge. This tiny being from Earth was changing everything: strength, intelligence, courage, and now empathy. The predators were no longer confident. Instead, they were nervous, unsure, and for the first time, afraid of what a human could do. The human moved forward, steady and calm, eyes fixed on the ultimate goal. Every step, every action, every decision showed power that no predator had expected. The council whispered urgently among themselves, fear and respect in their voices. This one being may be unlike any life we have ever known. The arena seemed to acknowledge this truth, lights pulsing in rhythm with the humans' movements. The challenge had reached a turning point. And from this moment on, the predators knew that Earth's prototype was no ordinary competitor. This human had become a force they could not ignore. The arena trembled as the final challenge began, walls rising higher, energy beams crisscrossing, and mechanical predators circling like hungry shadows. The human stood in the center, calm, focused, and ready. Predators watched with tension in their eyes, some whispering in disbelief. They had never imagined that a single human could reach this far, much less conquer the trials they had designed. A massive machine descended from above, its claws sharp, its eyes glowing red. It lunged at the human with terrifying speed. But the human dodged effortlessly, using the machine's own momentum to spin it into a trap. Another machine followed, another obstacle appeared. But each time, the human was ready, thinking, calculating, and acting with precision. It was not brute strength alone, it was intelligence, courage, and adaptability. The predators whispered urgently among themselves, fear creeping into their voices. This should be impossible, one said. How can one human survive all of this? The council grew silent, watching as Earth's prototype turned every trap and attack into a clever advantage. Every obstacle conquered, every challenge overcome. The human moved forward step by step, leaving the predators stunned and unsure. Then came the final trap, the ultimate test, designed to end all challengers. Spinning energy blades surrounded the human, while the floor beneath quaked violently. Predators smirked, certain of victory. But the human paused, eyes scanning, mind racing. In one swift motion, they timed a perfect jump, rolling through the blades, landing safely on solid ground as the traps whirred harmlessly behind them. The predators froze, jaws open in shock. A small being from a distant planet had just bested their ultimate creation. For a moment, silence filled the arena. No laughter, no whispers, just quiet awe. The human looked at the council calmly, standing tall. They had survived, outsmarted, and conquered every test. The predators had underestimated Earth, underestimated humans, and now they knew the truth. Humans were not weak, not primitive, they were clever, courageous, and unstoppable. One predator stepped forward, lowering his weapon in respect. The council members murmured among themselves. For the first time, they had faced a life form that challenged everything they believed. The human had not just survived, they had earned respect through intelligence, bravery, and honor. Even the mechanical traps seemed to acknowledge the victory, lights dimming and platforms settling into stillness. The human raised a hand, signaling the end of the challenge. Predators watched silently, some fearful, some amazed. It was clear that Earth's prototype was unlike anything the galaxy had seen before. A single being had proven that humans could face impossible odds and triumph. The council could no longer dismiss them. They were forced to admit that Earth had produced something extraordinary. As the human left the arena, calm and confident, whispers followed. They are not just survivors, they are a force to be reckoned with. The predators would never forget this day. The human had shown that courage, intelligence, and determination could overcome even the most advanced and dangerous tests. Earth's prototype had set a new standard, and the galaxy would never look at humans the same way again. The challenge was over, but the story was only beginning. The human had conquered the predator's ultimate test. And now, a new chapter awaited, full of greater challenges, adventure, and the undeniable truth: humans were extraordinary. And the universe had finally taken notice.